Well, as the war with Iran continues, President Donald Trump says another round of peace talks is happening in Islamabad soon.
But Iranian state media says those reports are actually false, and it is a critical time with a temporary ceasefire set to expire this week. We're joined now by CBS's Bradley Blackburn. And Bradley, who is supposed to attend these peace talks on the American side, and why is Tehran pushing back?
Well, Jackie, Audrina, we know that Vice President J.D. Vance is set to travel to Pakistan to lead the U.S. delegation. He will be joined by the Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff and the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who are all part of this team from the United States. President Trump is pursuing a deal here and says that if Iran doesn't accept it, he's threatening to take out their bridges and power plants, as he's threatened in the past. But as you said, the Iranians overnight are iterating that they are not going to participate, or at least they're not committing to participating at this point in time to this second round of negotiations. But both sides here are being pushed by Pakistan. Pakistan very much trying to get Iran to the negotiating table, and it could begin on Tuesday if these talks happen just hours before the end of this ceasefire agreement.
And Bradley, let's talk about the videos the Defense Department released of that U.S. Navy seizing an Iranian ship in the Strait of Hormuz. How is Iran responding?
Well, the U.S. released those videos overnight. We saw new images of the U.S. Navy firing upon this Iranian-flagged vessel, a team of Marines landing by helicopter on the vessel to take control of it. President Trump says that the U.S. does now have custody of that ship. Iran overnight said that it didn't fight back in this case because it claimed that family members on board the vessel, it was making it too dangerous for them to strike back. But the reality is that their Navy may not have been capable of striking back. But this is further fighting and a real flashpoint here, the first real test of the U.S. blockade in the Strait of Hormuz. And so it's being closely watched all around the world.
Bradley, back here at home, oil prices are on the rise once again over that standoff in the Strait of Hormuz. So what is the latest impact on American citizens?
Well, we know that about 20% of the world's oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz. We've heard that number many times since this conflict began. And the reason that is so important is that even though the gas that we pump here in the United States, the oil for that gas may have not passed through the Strait of Hormuz, it affects the overall price of oil and crude oil all around the world because oil pumped in the Middle East that travels through the Strait of Hormuz typically goes to Asia. And so we've seen these rising gas prices, with gas up more than $1 since this began. And so any effect in the Strait of Hormuz affects what we pay here in the United States. It is the single most important choke point for oil tankers anywhere in the world, and at least, well, for oil tankers that travel on the water, of course.
Bradley Blackburn for us this morning. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.